Like, I think that that comes from not necessarily them not knowing what they want, because at the beginning, when you're working on a commercial with a team, let's say it's like Wyden and Kennedy, right? The team has this commercial they're doing for T-Mobile, right? Let's say, I don't know if they have the T-Mobile account, but they're like, yeah, we got this commercial for T-Mobile. T-Mobile hires them to make a commercial and pitch stuff to them, right? So they're kind of like coming up with what they really want to do. And they're like, this is what we want to do. Here's what we think the music should do, etc. So they go off that, and then they'll go present to the client, which is T-Mobile, and T-Mobile's marketing department and the head of marketing, whatever. And they'll show this stuff, you know, the whole commercial, the, you know, the music, everything cut, the, you know, their idea, even if it is just kind of sketched out at first, animatics, etc. But that is kind of like where you hope that things are going to go through right there.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're working with so many people that are making decisions, you know, you got the producers that, you know, maybe there's 3 to 5 on the project. And then you have the creative director or executive creative director, right? The ECD, who is overseeing kind of that project and those people, right? So he's the one or she's the one going like, you know, what do you guys like, you know, this is great, but what if you did this, you know, and what if you tried this and that, right? So they kind of push them into a little further, etc. Or maybe even get them to pull their heads out of their ass, right? Then finally, once they can all agree, then it goes to get in front of the client. Then the client's going to have like, we either love this, we hate this, or we have notes or whatever, right? So then it goes back to composers, producers, etc. for music. But, you know, just remembering that the music is really... for a lot of commercials, not that big of a deal for the project. Right?
Yeah. And so I think to kind of summarize what you're saying is they know it when they hear it.
Yeah, when
that's a lot of what a lot of these projects come down to.
But think about this.
They can give you as many directions, but then they know it when they hear it. Because how many projects we worked on where we actually went counter to the brief, and then it was the one that got chosen.
Yeah, that's the one that got chosen because it was just dope song and it worked.
It was just dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. but here's the thing, like. They know it when they hear it is like, they know it meaning who, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Like the final decision maker is always going to be the client. So you really want to hit what the client has in mind. And that's not going to happen. It's not even going to get presented to the client unless you please the producers, the executive creative directors, the agency. So it's a really hard, weird workaround way. I can see Suno, Udio, sketching, whatever being a lot more useful for the independent artist. Right, who they are the final say. So you're putting
I
it in
actually
front of them.
think it's super powerful in every avenue of music.